Hello, here's another idea for you. This is a great way to use up white scraps and 1 inch or less strips. Alrighty, so I pulled out this flower. I made this card yesterday and I really like the way it came out. So, and let me show it to you. Isn't that simple? And I just took the flowers that I'm using were from greeting cards. I bought them. They were 2 for $1 at the Dollar Tree. So I bought them specifically because they each had 7 of these flowers going across the front, and I thought, what perfect ephemera. So 50 cents for 7 pieces. I thought that was a good deal. Plus I have the scraps, which this was the scraps, these strips from the edges, and the whole back side of the card, so which was all white. So that's nice. Alrighty, so I made that and I thought, you know what, I want to do a video on this to share with you so that way you could see. You could do the same idea, but you could also use your scrap tape borders. So, and as you know, I usually use my masking tape and I make them big and wide. But I also use this, oops, I put it away, this double stick tape, and this one is 1/2 inch wide. And that's what I made this one out of. So, and as you can see, when you pull it up, it's not trimmed down really straight, but that's okay. Most of the time I just leave it like that. And a lot of times, and I like this size to go on the inside of cards. I love to put them on the inside of cards. All right, so I figured I would make this a card similar to this and show you, so that way you'll have this idea to use. Okay, so let me get a piece of, oops, I have some made already. Here. All right, we got a scrap right here. Card right here. Okay, so this is an A2 card. Alrighty, and I pulled out some little scraps that are off-white and white because that was what I had. These I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to cut right down the middle. Where'd my scissors go? Right there. Okay, I'm going to cut these right down the middle because I want to do the weaving just like I did the other one. But I want to weave with these panels. I think that'll be really pretty. Whoops, and I need one more. Yep, so I need about that long. All right. Oh, plus the extra one will give me, I'm trying to get 5 of each one so I can weave with 5 going one way and 5 going the other way. And the extra piece I'll just use on the inside of the card. That's easy. Alrighty, so I've got my 5 pieces here, plus an extra one, which I'll move over. And then I need 5 pieces. 2, I'm looking for skinny ones. 1, 2, 3. That's real skinny. 4 and 5. There, that'll work. Okay. So then move these aside. Alrighty. So now, and you do notice that, I'm sure you noticed that I did a folder on the background of this, which we can do too. I'm trying to think of ways that if you don't have folders or, folders to make backgrounds and stuff with, that you can definitely use your inks and stuff, but there's other things you can do. You can crimp it, you can put it on the scoreboard, and I think I'm going to put this on the scoreboard this time. So why not? That'll make it somewhat different. Because even if you don't have a scoreboard, I'm sure you've got a ruler and something you can score with. So you could even use a butter knife for that matter. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this at, whoops, let's tear it, Barbara. I forgot this is a very gentle, I shouldn't even be using this one. I should use the other one because this one's going to tear right through. Let me get the other score thing. All right, here, this will work. All right, and if you do tear through, just use your bone folder and just fix it on the other side. Okay, there. Now this is going to make it wider. There, crease, so I'll do this. Yes, and that's working much better. Alrighty, and I'm just going to go all the way across the front here, and I just realized that it wasn't scoring it all the way up to the top, so I moved it away from the edge. looks much better, okay? And I'm just going to go ahead and do the whole front of this card. I think these are eighths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, eighths. Every eighth of an inch. And yes, you can do it wider if you want to, but I really want some detail in the back of this card. And this is perfect also, this card, because I've been getting you to make so many of these tape scrap rolls. And what do you do with them? This is another idea. Alrighty, and one more. Ta-da! Alrighty, there we go. So now we can put the scoreboard away. And put this phone folder away, and I'll show you what that looks like. Isn't that neat? So we have a design on the whole front of the card, and it looks like it's been run through a folder. Isn't that nifty? Alrighty, so we've got that done. We've got our flower ready. So all we have to do is do this weaving. Alrighty, so for the weaving, we're going to take these and we're going to lay them down. And we're going to take and weave these through. Just go over, under, and that one's done. And then the next one, under, over. And this one goes so fast because it is a very small weaving. So, because we're just pretty much making a woven doily, I guess you could call it. Over, under. Whoop, and they're coming apart. Alrighty, get back on there. There. And it is better to squeeze them together when you first get them together, when you first put them together. That way they will stay. Okay. There, now we can do this. There, and one more. And then we can trim this down. Come on, get under there. There we go. All right. Ta-da! And then I'm going to squeeze them all in together. And get all these white and off-white ones together. And get them in as close as you can at first. Because then we're just going to go. All right, we're going to turn it over. All righty. And it's nice because I do have the double stick tape on the back. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold these ones down and I'm going to turn these ones sideways. So let's see how am I going to do that this way. Okay. So I'm just going to take all of them and just kind of pull it down this way. All right, there. Now, and that's how I did this one. So you can see these strips are up and down, and then these ones I put slanted. So these ones are up and down, and these ones are slanted. All right, so now I can go ahead and I can turn this over carefully, and I can take glue, and I can slip the glue, squirt a little glue in underneath these edge pieces here. Okay, and I better use my other glue. I left this one open again. I keep doing that. They work so good if you keep them closed. But as soon as you leave them open, they stink. They don't work very good. Then I got to clean that nip off again. All right, there. And then we'll turn it around the other way. Oh gosh, I'm making a mess. Okay, come on. Quit moving around. There. All right, now hold those. Turn that around. Oh, it's because that one's way up, okay. There. Oh, because, well, no wonder. I'm trying to straighten them out, and they're not supposed to be straightened out. All right. Glue it the right way, Barbara. All right, that's better. Okay. Now let's get these glued down in place before I wiggle it around again. There. And this one. All right. And then we could do it under here. And under here. Now, I'm wondering how this is going to glue because that release paper is right on the back, but that's okay. We'll try it anyways. All right. Oh, I never did glue this one down. All right, let me turn this over. Oh, okay, because I was concerned about the release paper. Let's get it on there anyways. There and there. All right, and then here and here. Better. All right. And I didn't do that one either. Okay. There and here. Alrighty, so now we've got all that done. So now I'm gonna take my scissors because I want it wide enough to put on the card. So these ones are straight. All right, so I'm just gonna trim up. There. Trim those off. And trim these straight across. There, all right. Alrighty, so now I can go ahead and pull up some of this release tape that's on here. All right, where's my little picker? Because we can use it on either end, that's for sure. Okay, pull that off. Come on, let go. There. There. And there. And there. And then we can turn it around and get the other sides. Nice. Alrighty. It's always fun to play with papers. I have played with papers since I was a little girl, potty training even. I'm sure I've told this story before, but my grandmother used to tell me this story, and I used to make her repeat it all the time. Tell me the story of me tearing the papers again. And she said she would sit, she had the potty chair right next to the kitchen refrigerator because she was in the kitchen all the time. And she said she'd sit me down on the potty and I would have to sit there till I went. And so to keep me entertained while I was sitting there waiting to go, then she would give me junk mail. So now you know my secret. That's where I got it from. But I guess I would sit there in my potty chair and I'd tear little pieces and I'd lick them and stick them on the side of the fridge. And she said I would fill up the whole side of the fridge at times, depending on how long I sat there. That looks pretty with those colors. What a nice difference, huh? Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get all these little bits and pieces out of my way. There. Alrighty, and this extra piece we're going to go ahead and put on the inside. So now we've got the inside and the outside to match. How cool is that, huh? All right, so now we've got this beautiful flower to put on there. And I'll show you what I like to do with this. Let's see. That'll work. Nope, it's not thin enough. All right, let's do another one. All right, pencil, pen, right here. That'll work. Okay. I like to just lay it on there and just kind of roll it over. Isn't that neat? Because that way it rounds the whole thing up. And then you could put 3D tape behind there or foam, and it'll stand up and it'll curl around it. So I could just put one piece down the center like that. And this is just excess fun foam and stuff. Alrighty. There. And a couple little dots will do ya. There you go. Ta-da! And then we can lay this down there or over here. Or this way. Ooh. Let's do it this way this time. Why not? There, now we just gotta hold that down for a minute. And let that glue set. Drink some of my tea. My daughter and her family got me a new coffee mug to use for my tea. And I love it. It really does keep it warm the whole time. So I can sit up here and forget about it like I usually do and not have to worry about it getting cold. There we go. That's nice. I like that. That's nice the way it looks. Alrighty, very good. So there we go. We've made another card and we use the strips on there. Let's get some embellishments too. Let's get some little bling here. And let's see. Ooh, there's some orange teardrops in here. Let's put those on. Why not? And I never did put them on that one, but that's okay. I definitely want them on there. That'll be pretty. Here's a little blue one with a sticky on the back. What's that one? Oh, that's a gold one. Okay. Alrighty, so let me get my X-Acto knife and we can put these on. Whoop. There's one. There's two. These are getting old, so it's harder to pick them off. And there's three. Aren't they pretty? All right, so now let me bring it up so you can see. What do you think of that? Isn't that pretty? So a neat way to do a background, a neat way to do a layer, a background layer for on top with the weaving, and then just added an image. How simple. So I hope you like this idea and you'll give it a try. And if you're liking these videos, please keep giving me those thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. It's nice to have you here. And remember to subscribe and click that bell for future notifications so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Alrighty, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye-bye.